Dear God, please stay up there. Hey everyone, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. I'm over 50 years old and I love makeup and skincare products. And today we're going to be doing a side-by-side review of the brand new Elf Putty Eye Primer against the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I can't wait to test this out because this is $22 and this is $5. I'm also going to be testing out the brand new ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. I know everybody's done a review on this, but I couldn't wait to get my hands on it and see if it works for my mature skin. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Cat's Eye Beauty. And if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. I would love it if you would be a part of my family. So how are you? I have to tell you, I love curbside pickup at Ulta because I wanted to test out the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation as well as the new Elf Putty Eye Primer. So we're just going to dive right in. Okay, now I've already primed and prepped my skin with the Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. Now you're probably wondering why, with my mature skin, I'm going to go in with a matte primer. Well, seeing as it's 95 degrees out here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I figured I would want something a little more mattifying to absorb the oil. Now this is supposed to be very hydrating with coconut water as well as hyaluronic acid, so that's going to pull in more moisture out of the atmosphere. So I don't want to look like a hot floppy mess by the end of the day. So I went ahead and applied primer and we are just going to dive right in. The shade that I got was light 45 warm. Now I do have normal to dry skin, and curiously enough, this comes in 42 shades on the ColourPop website. However, at Ulta there's only 29 options, and here she is. Now, I absolutely love their hydrating concealer. In fact, that's the concealer I'm going to use today, but we're going to swatch it and test it out. I'm ready for a hydrating foundation, you guys. I just reviewed the OCHRE matte foundation and that was not pretty at all. So let's go ahead and pump it out. Ooh, wow, okay. It's quite runny. Now let's swatch it and see how it fares on my skin. This might actually be good. Now I know there's been a lot of reviews on this already. I'm a little late to the party, but this had me so intrigued because I love a hydrating formula. So I'm just gonna tap it in. And I have my damp beauty sponge. Oh, I think this is actually a good match for me. Now it's supposed to be medium coverage, which I like, especially for the summertime. And we are really going to put it to the test today because I have to run some errands and I'm going to have to wear my mask. So we're going to see how it fares with a mask on. Will it transfer? Will it oxidize? So I can't wait to see what my results will be. Okay, this is definitely light coverage so far. Now I have tried their tinted moisturizer. I was not a huge fan of it, but hopefully this will provide a little bit more coverage. And tap. I'm gonna build it up just a little bit. I want to cover up my hyperpigmentation just a little bit more. Okay, foundation is on. It definitely feels hydrating, but not to the point of being overly dewy. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and pop on the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Concealer. And I have no idea what freaking color I'm in. I'll put it down in the description box below. I actually really like this concealer. I tend to use this concealer to carve out my eyebrows to clean up those lines, but we're just going to go ahead and pop it on. Foundation, concealer on. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of bronzer to add a little bit of color back into my complexion. Of course, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in medium. Absolutely been loving this bronzer. For blush today, I'm going to use the Fenty Cream Blush in, what is this? Crush on Cute. I have bronzer and blush on, and I'm ready to dive into the Elf Putty Eye Primer. Now, it comes in 6 options. The interesting thing about this putty primer is each shade is suitable for all skin tones, extends the wear of eyeshadow for up to 12 hours. It's crease-free, smudge-proof, 2-in-1 pigmented primer and eyeshadow base can be used alone for matte color finish or under eyeshadow to boost color as well. The white intensifies brightness, cream adds depth and color corrects, the rose color adds depth and color corrects, sand adds depth, clay adds depth and helps create a smoky effect, and there's actually a black which adds depth and dimension and helps create a smoky effect. Now, this is definitely 100% vegan and cruelty-free. The directions are: apply to your eyelids with an Elf eyeshadow brush or fingertips, wear alone for a tint of color, or apply eyeshadow on top for a vibrant wearing look. Now, I got the shade Cream, so it will color correct the veins and the redness in my eyes, as you can see. The reviews on this on the Ulta website were either really good or really bad. Some people suggested to not use the Elf brush because it was kind of waxy and kind of stiff, but let's take it out and take a look. Here she is. This is the cream color. Now I'm gonna pull out my MAC Soft Ochre and do a side-by-side comparison. Can you see that? Now the Elf is on my right side and it looks a little deeper, but very, very similar. I'm gonna do my right eye with the Elf Putty Eye Primer and my left eye with the MAC. So let's dive into the Elf. And my fingertips are clean, so I'm gonna check the consistency. Ooh, that is waxy. Some people suggested, like I said, to use your fingertips because you wanna use the heat, your body heat, to break down the emollients. It definitely feels waxy, but I'm just gonna get my finger in there and let it warm up. Let's take a look and see. It definitely feels waxy once I got it warmed up, but I feel like I need to put more. It's really stiff in the pot. Does not remind me of the paint pot, so it's covering up my veins a little bit. It's definitely creamy. I mean, cream color, almost to the point of yellow. But it is canceling out pretty well my veins. It's really waxy. Wow. Okay. Ooh, yeah, okay. That's the Elf. All right, now I'm going in with the MAC paint pot. God, this feels so much smoother. Okay, this I'm very familiar with. This is my Ride or Die, and I'm just tapping it in. This is so close, it's scary. Besides the texture of actually applying the Elf Putty Primer on my eye, completely different, but look how it's almost identical. I cannot believe it. Wow. Now for eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with a quick summer look with the OCHRE Summer Edit Pro Palette. And I've been loving this eyeshadow palette, but we're just going to do something very quick and simple. And I'm taking a very sheer nude color and just sweeping it on the lid. I mean, both sides feel pretty much identical. Go in with a deeper color. Seriously, I don't feel a difference at all. Like, I think this side looks better. I don't know, what do you think? Very nice, very nice. Where's a clean fluffy brush? Clean fluffy brush and just blend. And it's, I mean, I seriously cannot tell the difference right now. I'm gonna go in with this color right here, this super dark burgundy color. Love it. I'm just gonna tap it on the outskirts of my eye and drag it in. And pull it up just a little bit and blend it up. Blend. Honestly, I cannot see a difference at all with the primer, but it's still early. We'll see if the eyeshadow color lasts all day. Okay, ooh, that's pretty. Now, I'm gonna put this palette down for a hot second. And now I'm gonna go in with a sample of an independent eyeshadow company called Lily Posh. And one of my subscribers, Penny, actually sent this to me, and I can't wait to check it out. But this eyeshadow shade was literally named after her. I want you to take a look at that pigment. It is stunning. It's Penny. It's like coppery. And let's take a swatch. And I've heard so many amazing things about Lily Posh, but look at that pigment. Holy macaroni. It's like they took a penny, not my friend Penny, and actually crushed it up. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my lid and see what this looks like. Oh my goodness. This is stunning. Wow. Now it does have some glitter on it. Look at that. Gorgeous. Thank you, Penny, for sending this to me. I really am so excited to test this out. Beautifully named after a beautiful woman. She is so beautiful. She has the most amazing eyes. Wow. This certainly packs a punch. Thank you, Penny. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Final look. Now for mascara, I just went in with the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Absolutely love this mascara. It's super lengthening and it doesn't add any clumps to my eyelashes. And for eyeliner, I just tight lined under my upper lash line. I feel it just offers a subtle pop without adding heaviness to your eye. To set my under eye, I did use my Shiseido self-synchronizing powder foundation. Absolutely love this. And I also just powdered around my nose where I tend to get a little red. But for lips, I went in with ColourPop's Shot Clock. I figured if I'm wearing a mask today, it's going to transfer. I know that for a fact, but I just wanted to use a nice neutral color. I'm going to add a little moisture back to my lips with the NARS Lip Balm. I love this stuff. It's just so emollient and so moisturizing. And it's beautiful. I think this looks pretty good. Now, as far as the foundation is concerned, I think it's beautiful. It's not overly dewy, and I was a little concerned about that, especially with the humidity and the high temperatures that I'm going to be going through today. But as far as the eyeshadow is concerned, now we're not judging the eyeshadow. We are judging the Elf Putty Primer in Cream versus the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I think both eyes look identical, like completely identical. I had no issues applying eyeshadow or blending. I mean, it just was seamless. It was the only thing that was different so far was just the initial application, the initial texture, I guess because it was brand new and I had to heat it up with my fingers. But we're going to go out in natural light and see exactly what this looks like. Okay, here we are in natural daylight. Oh my God, the humidity is so bad right now. But let's take a look at the foundation. I think it looks really, really nice. So far, so good. It feels super light on my skin. It's not overly dewy, but then again, it's still early in the day. I've got some errands to run and I'm going to take you with me and I'll do another check-in with you in a bit. Okay. Ooh, okay. It's been about 5 hours since I first applied the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation, and I did wear my mask quite a bit, and at the end of the video I'm going to show you what type of mask I've been using. There was a little bit of transfer. I do look very glowy right now, but look at my eyeshadow. You guys, I can't even tell. It hasn't creased on my eyelids. This is the Elf side and this is the MAC Paint Pot side, but it is really hanging on strong. Fantastic. Super happy with the results so far. So I will do another check-in in just a bit. Okay, and we are back. It is exactly 7:23 p.m. It's been over 8 hours since I first applied the Elf Putty Eye Primer against the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And you guys, my eyeshadow has not budged and I can't even tell the difference between each eye. There's no creasing. I haven't lost any pigment. oh my gosh, this might be my new holy grail. This is $5, this is $22. Now, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Foundation, let me tell you something. It got up to 99 degrees here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It was hot, it was humid, and then it stormed. We got caught in a rainstorm, me and my daughter. We were out shopping, grocery shopping, and I wore my mask. Now, to be fair, I did have a little transfer from my sunglasses, and it did settle into this laugh line right through here. Zero touch-ups all day long. And my mask, I just wear these types of masks here. I do have a cloth mask, but I have difficulty breathing with the cloth mask. But I want you to see how much it transferred. Can you see that? Not bad at all. With the humidity, with wearing the mask pressed up against my face, even my lip liner, it did fade. I did eat lunch. I had a banh mi Vietnamese sandwich as well as some fried tofu and some chicken wings, and it was delicious. But honestly, this foundation is beautiful. It really did last, and it hardly transferred onto my mask. As far as the eye primer, I'm completely sold. Hook, line, and sinker. $22 versus $5. I could not tell a difference. The only difference that I could tell was the actual texture. Upon first application, it's a little drier, it's a little waxier, so you have to use the heat of your body, the heat of your fingertips to get it more malleable so you can actually heat it up and then tap it on. But it did color correct the veins and the redness on my eyelids. I can't say enough good things about this. It got 3 out of 5 stars on the Ulta website. A lot of people didn't like it. They said it creased and made their eyelids even worse and difficult to blend. I did not have that issue at all. Now, I have normal to dry skin. My eyelids do not tend to get oily. So if you have oily eyelids, I don't know, maybe try it and let me know down in the comments what you think. Because honestly, I think this is beautiful. This is fantastic. And as far as the Lily Posh eyeshadow that I got from my subscriber Penny, thank you so much. I think this shade Penny is gorgeous, and she told me that you can actually use this eyeshadow as a bronzer as well. I just think it adds such a beautiful coppery summer glow. Thank you so much, Penny, and thank you to Lily Posh for a beautiful eyeshadow, and support your local indie brands. I can't wait to place an order with Lily Posh. Lily Posh? I hope you enjoyed this review of the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation, as well as the battle of the Putty Eye Primers. MAC Soft Ochre, Paint Pot, and Elf Putty Primer in Cream. Now, it does come in 6 different shades that provides color correcting and brightening, as well as for a smoky shade. I would love to test out the black one, Putty Eye Primer, to see if it really gives you a smoky, sultry eye look. Maybe I'll just test it out. Leave a comment down below if you want me to test that primer out as well. Heck, I'll only be out $5. But yes, in my next upcoming videos, I cannot wait. I ordered a bunch of Korean makeup, and I can't wait to play with that and share it with you. But I hope you would consider subscribing. I would love it if you would be a part of my family. And for more reviews on makeup and skincare, check out these videos over here. But for now, mwah, mahal kita. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.